Hey Floss Tube, it is Sylvia again. This is my channel called Running with Needles and Scissors, and it is Sunday, April 26th. Let's see if I got that right. Oh, I forgot to put my watch in the Apple Watch in the charger last night, so now it has given up its spirit. All right, it's almost 5 p.m., so it's about a half hour before I'm going to start dinner, so let me just finish up this whip parade. All right, we'll do the, my whips are right here. We'll do the giveaway first. This time, it's going to be Jeanette Douglas's Spring. I finally got all the beads on. I'm not giving you mine. I'm going to give you the pattern, but I want you to see it, what it looks like. So it really is pretty, super pretty. So this is the pattern, Spring Bird by Jeanette Douglas. There are a few specialty stitches in this, but not too many. And Jeanette Douglas's patterns are outstanding. They have all the diagrams and instructions, so you don't have to be afraid to do this. There is enough, they're all, it looks a little messy, but they're all kind of twisted, so yeah, there should be enough to do it again. The only, no, I think there is really enough. It doesn't take much of each color, and so with 6 or 8 strands or 12 strands in some of them, there's plenty left. So the word for this one would be spring. Oh, and I forgot to say that this is a floss tube about stitching mostly, and sometimes other little crafts might make an appearance. The giveaway for video 5C is Scarlet House. Oops, let's see here. Scarlet House's Emma Mills. Let's pick her up. And 1839, and that word for that video is Emma. For 5B, it's cat. And this is the cat, the sampler roundie by Shakespeare's Peddler, or also known as Kitten Stitcher. It really is cute. We're just not cat people. And it's got the specialty flosses, the button, and the pattern and instructions, and you just need to add the linen, which didn't come in this. And for the first video, 5A, it's, oops, Mary Good. Isn't that a nice, this is such a beautiful sampler. Anyways, it's from Sassafras Samplers, Sassy Jacks. Basically, let me give this away to you guys. So I think that's really super nice. That keyword is sassy. And you've got till next week Friday. Well, I'm ahead of you guys. So if I do a video on Friday, which is May 1st, to kick off Mania, then you only have till Thursday to leave comments. All right, sounds good. Then let's continue on. Where let's see, there is the light at the end of the tunnel. I think these are pretty much overwhelmingly whips, I hope, anyways. Oh, and I wanted to say thank you again for all the sweet comments and people reaching out to me and getting in touch with me over Instagram, and I've just really had a lovely weekend getting to know some of you, and it's been a lot of fun. You guys are the best. I wanted to quick show you the book, out of which that one pattern, what is it called? The Blackbird design pattern that was stitched, or is going to be stitched on the black fabric. I have the book here. Let's see, and you see I have all my working copies ready to go. Here, this one, Summer Jubilee. So it's out of this book, Souvenirs of Summer. And I did put it in the notes below on the last video, but if you just wanted to see some of the fun, this one's really pretty. This is very Blackbird, but they're all very fun. This one's also very cute right here. Okay, then we shall continue on. not sure if what is this one? I don't think I've shown this, but if I have, then you're gonna see it twice. So I had to re-record one of them because the sun was just yesterday's. Yeah, and I don't think you've seen this. Okay, so this is a bag that Natalia from Stitching for Joy made. I sent her the fabric, and she lives in Spain now. She's really not making any more sampler bags, project bags. But anyways, I do enjoy this one. And this is Crown Bird. Ooh. From Plum Street Samplers. And I got this at the workshop from the Tudor Rose Sampler Guild when Paulette came. And then my friend Robert Harris, who's also a member of that guild, and he is seriously a fantastic stitcher. He decided to stitch this with Tudor silks on very high count linen. And I said to myself, that's how you want to do it. So I called the attic and got the conversion. And this was while I was staying with my son after his really bad accident in the States for 4.5 months. And I was living in a college apartment where the lighting was completely subpar. And if I wanted to stitch on this, I had to sit by the patio window on a kitchen chair. And that was, one too many things. So I got a teeny tiny start while I was there. And then I said, stop, because, you're going to make too many mistakes. I'll show you my teeny tiny start. So Adele from Smurfette Stitches has started hers and is all the way around with the vine and the border, and hers looks fabulous. My friend Michelle from Cozy Egg finished hers. It is stunning. And so here's my itty bitty start. I'll show you. Wow, I totally forgot to put in, the bag is laying upstairs, I know it because I recently saw it, what the linen that came in. It's a Lakeside linen, 5260, vintage. Does this look like navy bean to you guys? I don't know. And here are the silks. Tudor silks are among really the most beautiful silks I have ever seen. When the sun hits this gold, it shimmers. It's so pretty. And here's the red siding. Anyways, so there you have it. I do want to pull this out maybe after Mania. So before Mania, which starts on Friday, nothing's going to happen because I still have to get some stuff ready for Mania. All right. There we go. This one you have seen before in my itty bitty video. This is, and I told you the embarrassing story of how I pronounce paradigm. So this is Long Dog Paradigms Lost. I plan also to stitch the Paradigm Found. I'm not sure if I have it or not. I'll have to look in my database. But anyway, so here is this, and I am stitching it over 1 on 32 count platinum linen, Zweigart, with winter wheat. That is a, you can see the colors a little bit better. That is a water lilies winter wheat. It's gorgeous. And I am very pleased with this. I just need to, like with everything else, get back to it. Here is the winter wheat. So pretty. All right, there is that. Oh, and I was going to tell you, here I'm sitting on the other side of the table, still in my atrium. You may hear the buzzing of a bee. I believe it's a bee that's up there. These are my stairs. You can see just one stair right there. They lead up to the office that I work in, or the place that I've deemed my office. It's not fully an office because there's other stuff in it, because it's a huge room. And one day I'll record from up there and you can see a little bit of that. Okay, no, this is something that I kitted. It is Barbara Anna, All Creatures Great and Small. I got this when I was binge watching Nicole's needlework. That was right at the beginning of me watching FlossTube, and I'm a super late comer to FlossTube. Anyway, so I was binge watching her, and you could see like the wheel of spending, like the counter was just as I was watching her. It was crazy. Anyway, so she did it on 40 count vintage country mocha. I'm going to do it on the same fabric. This is great fabric to stitch on. It really is. I don't know who mentioned something about this fabric. They just said, hey, you know, they also thought it was great to stitch on, but that it was a tad stripy. And because it's printed. And so, you know, I don't know. I don't think it's super stripy. But I also think, regardless, once you put all these things on your linen, nobody's going to see that it might be a little stripy. Okay, so one thing that I was like, I don't know if I want to stitch this, when it first came out before I saw Nicole's, was the border. The border just, I'm like, no, really not up for stitching that border. And so I thought about it, and my idea is I'm going to leave the border off, and then when I'm done in, 10 years with it, I'm going to send it to Jill Rensel, and I'm going to have them paint on the frame a little bit of that border. Maybe not so quite intensely, but I'll have them paint a border on the frame. And that way, I don't have to stitch it. The floss I'm using is just the called for anchor floss. So it's here. I've not stitched, oh yeah, I have stitched with anchor before. So you and I, they use a lot of anchor. And so I have. Okay. There's that. This is Paris, as you can see, Paris matte bag. I forget whose fabric this is by. Okay, what is in here? Oh, it says so. Shepherd's Bush, Sail Away. Oh, how cute, how pretty. It is. I love Shepherd's Bush stuff. I have a vast collection of it, but I don't think if I've finished anything. I don't think so. But I really do love them. Let's take this out. Here we go. There it is, Sail Away. It is started. It is a Laura start. Oh, this is really nice linen. So usually, this must be an R&R. Usually you get 32 count linen from them. And that is my start. That's as far as I got, is a backstitch vine. Anyways, but they only call for usually one thread, and I can handle that. So that's the linen. Pretty, pretty, pretty. And let's see. The flosses must be just in here. No, and they're in the package still. Really? Oh, there they are. I'm like, are you kidding me? Oh, dear. Okay, there's the little embellishment. Ooh, where's the There's the camera. So the little embellishment. And here are the colors. Super sweet. These look decent. These aren't doing static cling. Why is that? Why do the Vicky Clayton silk do static cling? I don't understand it. Okay, so you can see. Whoopee. There we are. Seriously. Nicole needs to give lessons. That's all I'm saying. She's so good at this. All right, you get the idea. Okay. Back in the bag. This looks, maybe it's Dear Stella, because I do love Dear Stella fabric. Going this way. This is another chicken bag, but this time I got the chicken going the right direction. So I have another one where the chickens are going the other way. Wasn't paying attention. It happens. Okay, our lasting friendship. I really love this sampler. Doing it on the called for fabric, 40 count. Well, I don't know if 40 count's called for, but I'm doing it on 40 count earthen. I started this last year before I went to the States, to the attic summer school, so that my stitching buddies in the States could get their initials on there. So I got one initial, and then my other friend got that far. So, you know, we were of course thinking that we could catch up with that this summer, which isn't going to happen. So, but that just means that I can make progress around the outside. Now, when I pulled the floss, it was very brown, and a lot of it was very close, and I was like, that's not my thing. So I changed out the flosses a little bit. A lot of them are the same, but I did put in a couple of others just to give me the color variation. This board, perfect for the sampler, everything fits, is from Fripperies, I think is what they're called now. When I bought it, it's Retromantic Fripperies. So, and it's got a little magnet scissor or needle can go on there, and it's got a little bit a ruler. And I have put all the symbols on the back so that I don't have to always refer to the symbol charts. I always do that with all my stitching. If they're on tags, I always color the symbol in. Okay, that's that. And I do have all my threads, the tags set aside. So if you're interested in knowing what I substituted, I can tell you. Sorry, my voice is a little hoarse today. Probably because I've been quiet all day. So who knows? No, it's probably allergies. Stop. 1 minute. Stop. They hear something and I'm gonna have to cut that out. Sorry for the loud barking. That's my life. Okay. Oh, I love this one. Hello. No, I'm not gonna pick you up right now. Hold on. That's Millie. Get down. It's close to dinner time. Okay, so this is a love song. It looks like it's a Loeb song, but it is a love song. So from Four Oaks Design. I believe that's what it's called, Four Oaks Design. I don't know if it's still available. I haven't looked. I am stitching this on 40 count, iced, what is it? Light espresso. Now, okay, here it is. And let me get you closer so you can maybe see the variegation on the thread. It's a super girly sampler. That border is the killer. So for a while I was putting in a thread a day, and you know, I made a little bit of progress and then I threw it aside. My question is, maybe somebody that works a lot with R&R fabrics. I always thought that they were coffee dyed, that there was like antiquing on it or something like coffee. Is that not the case? Because this has nothing on it. It's beige. Not that I don't love the color, I do. There's no coffee. Okay, that was just a question. All right. There's that. Oh, the floss I'm using is Cranberry Swirl. Let's see if we can, yeah, there you can get the idea. It is hot pink. Love it. Okay. it's stuck in here. When we leave the door open, it's really loud. They can, you know, the buggies fly in, and then they end up there in the corner, and there's a tilting window, like a brick window that we use for ventilation. And they just buzz around there, and they can't figure out that they need to fly a little lower, and then they could fly out. Yeah, there's a few of them in here. Okay, so this is a big wide bag. I made it big so I could get scroll rods in. It's on the, is this Edgar Allan Poe? I don't know if it's Edgar Allan Poe, but most certainly has the Edgar Allan Poe vibe. Anyways, crows and whatnot. And inside are birds, bird cages. So in here, oh, I should have taken this apart because I could have used the bars. Oh, this is one of my most successful stitch-alongs with Michelle from Cozy Egg. Hers is done. Mine's right here. This is, gotta find out what the name is. It was that cow sampler. Oh, Isabella Johnston sampler, 1854. It was in the Sampler and Antique Needlework Quarterly. It was reproduced by Needlework Press. Eek, that's a bad picture. This is my copy out of the thing. It's stitched on. I think we used everything that they said to use on that one, except not 28 count linen. Pearled barley, lakeside linen. So there's this. It's vintage. Mine's a little, you can see. And we got all the belle soirs that were required for this. We actually split them. So, oh, something went, oh, I was gonna say something went horribly wrong here, but no, she makes you take it apart between the light portions and the dark portions. This is poison apple. I was like, what happened to my floss? And again, these are super long lengths because that's how I used to stitch. I know better now. Not so long anymore. It's like I live in a big city. That's the European version of the ambulance. So in German it's called Krankenwagen. All right, so here are the colors. Really beautiful. So you can see, lovely. High on the list to do. And I should take this thing apart. Fit in the bag better. The other thing that's in here is Eloise Cornu, 1896 by Reflet de Soie. And it is, look at those colors. So this one, you have various options. You can get the super colorful version. You can get the red version, the super muted version, the gray and red version. And mine is done on, well, it's not really done. It's started on silk gauze. It's another silk gauze project. That was my first silk gauze project. This is what I picked for my first silk gauze project. Ooh. Okay, so I didn't get very far at all. Not that it should surprise anyone. You're seeing the back. Once again, I have managed to come to not bring anything white. All right, we'll just turn it around. And that's how far I got. Let me lay that down and I'll show you the colors, which are fantastic. So Isabella from Reflet de Soie, you know, she puts together these kits. So you can get it already done with the amount of floss that you need. Ooh, this too has a little static cling problem. So let me pull these apart a little bit so then you can see a little better. There you go. These are the colors. And it's, of course, the Soie Surfine, very, very delicate. So this is also super high on, yes, I want to stitch you right now list. I will pack that up when I'm done. And last but not least is what's this called? Agnes Platt. I'm stitching this one down here, this one. There's a few colors left. I took it apart again because I'll show you. So I'm gonna have to hunt down the colors because I've changed my mind 2 times. So I'm back to where I was before. This is as far as I got. So I got all the little queen stitches done. They are so smashed in there, right there. This is some linen I found in France. It is an uneven weave, and I'd have to, I don't remember what, but it's pretty tiny. And so I thought I figured it out correctly when I cut the fabric. And as you can see, it's probably not going to fit because it'll probably run off the linen. So then I was so mad once I figured that out. I was like, all right, I'm going to take everything apart right here and just make a little pin cushion or a scissor fob or something like that. And then I was like, oh, George, stop, Millie. That's enough. Stop. Millie, come here. She has a bark like a shepherd, I swear. Okay, well, hopefully I'll cut that out. But then I changed my mind again, and I already put most of the flosses away. But then I thought, you know what? I'm just going to attach a piece of linen. I'm going to attach it right here at this point, and nobody will know. So I will continue with this. I think she's super pretty. And I just saw somebody who finished, okay, now make sure I don't show you the pattern. That's another bad habit I have. There she is. That's the antique. And I think that's the way they reproduced it, but I don't know. They might have not done oh, here's a bigger picture. I'm such a goof. All right, here we go. Yeah, I don't think they changed anything on it. Look, she's gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. And somebody just finished this one. And now, of course, I'm gonna have to stitch this one too because it is darling. Super, super cute. All right, my friends, that brings us to an end, at least stuff that I can show. I have a piece of linen upstairs. I asked my living memory, which is Michelle from Cozy Egg. She can remember everything. And so as I was organizing my stuff, and I've been doing that for the last several months, I used the X-Stitch app, I think it's called. Let me go there and show you. I would be lost without it. I've done a lot of double buying because I didn't have this thing. So I finally said, that's enough. So the X-Stitch app will keep track of your charts and kits, threads, and linens, if you're good about it. So you can journal in there. That's like starting your projects and what you're using and everything. Keeps your inventory. You can make a shopping list. To get the app, it's just $4.99. Then there's another version, an annual one. Evidently does more. Obviously, I don't have it. Otherwise, I could explain it. But this one suffices. But there's a $9.99 annual version, which is still not a lot of money. And so so now I keep better track. But I was organizing and I found this piece of 48 count gander linen that I had dyed, and there was a whole border on it, but it's just the green vine. the green line, there's not even any leaves or, so it's the whole thing I went around, which is unusual for me. And I'm just looking at it going, I have no idea what it is. And I asked my living memory, Michelle, and I said, do you know what I was stitching? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, I rely on you. So it's a mystery. I may trot it down and show you guys one day. I'm like, I don't know. And even when I organized everything, I've been through all my stuff now. Nothing came up where I'm like, that belongs to that. So I'm at a loss. We'll see. One of these days, I'm not touching it, at least not for the next 10 years, unless I need it, in case I run across the sampler that already has the whole vine in. I mean, that's so great. Okay, somebody wants to say hi. Here we go again. This is Mama's girl. So here's Mia again. Ooh. So she is not the big barker. She usually just joins in if Millie runs off, and I don't know why they all yawn when they get up here. She usually just runs off and barks behind. No, please don't. Please don't. Mm-mm. There we go. Anyways, she's a little messy from chewing on a bone. But it's about dinner time for both man and man's best friend. So I am going to go and get on dinner. I really enjoyed showing you my work outside of the static cling issues with silk and some embarrassingly unorganized piles of floss. But other than that, it's been really fun. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for all the subscribes. Astoundingly, I have rolled over 500, so I will think of something, a nice giveaway again to do for the 500 subscriber. And if I have a fantastic idea by Friday, I will announce it. And if I don't, I'll keep thinking, but something will be coming. Take good care. Oh, I wanted to mention, I started sewing masks today. I'm not a sewer. Anyways, my daughter is in DC without any masks, and so I asked her, I said, do you want some masks? I'll sew them for you. And she's like, yes, and can you sew them for my friend too? And I'm like, yes, I can, and I will. So I'm using Craft Passions tutorial, which is great. I'm just not the best sewer. And so I had already cut my, I had pieces cut out for 4 masks and had them joined, and was just doing the folding over on the sides and top stitching. And for some odd reason, my the one mask just got caught in the machine. And while I was trying to pull it out, and I was using batik, was it batik fabric? That's the German way of saying it, in case that's not the right. Oh, hey! Oh my gosh. Mia. Okay, dog swallowing floss with needle on it. That's not good. Anyways, so it got stuck in the machine, and I could hardly get it out. It had just pulled it inside. And so the batik fabric is finer and more densely woven, which makes it a great material for masks. But I managed to rip one of the pieces, so I was frustrated and turned off my machine, put the cover back on, and said that will have to wait for another day. So, but if I should get good at it, I'll make more for some of my friends here that are having a hard time getting masks, and we have to start wearing masks come Monday, and that's just for shopping and using public transportation. All right, that's it from Germany, after a really nice sunny Sunday. Have a great start to the week, and we'll see you guys on Friday. Bye.